Hello! And welcome to this very special guerrilla style filmmaking episode of The Ed Factor, where we are going track by track through the brand new album out today, Senjutsu. And we are going to look at track number 6.
Yeah.
Already.
The Time Machine.
The Time Machine. I wish I had one and could go back and listen to it for the first time.
I know.
Over again.
We could listen to it 30 times and really know on the album.
Now, if I was clever, I'd have pulled a sickie today, and I would have listened to it 30 times already, but I only have listened to it once. So I have only listened to it once, and you've only listened to it?
2.5 times.
2.5
Yeah.
times. So we're so crying about dogs here, if you heard anything weird.
Yes, sorry about that. It's the dog just moving off the couch. But yeah, so The Time Machine, cool intro, jangly guitars.
Yannick Gurr's calling card, I would say. Not an intro like that.
Yeah.
Very. Just as soon as you listen to it, I didn't even need to check who wrote it.
You knew it was him. Yes, there's another bit in the song later on that I thought was one of his calling cards. But yeah, is there a xylophone in the intro? I've written here, is there a xylophone there? There's something
really
like,
as I say, they've not thrown the kitchen sink in a derogatory way, but they have literally looked at every instrument available in this album in certain places.
They're definitely experimenting with the palette of sounds that they're working with.
Lovely. Palette of sounds. Very good, Andy.
Yeah. And there's a lovely jangly feeling and something like mechanical as well. Maybe that's where I'm getting the xylophone thing. There's something,
and it probably like a machine, a time machine. I think.
Yes. I would say.
Is it a wee bit legacy-esque? A tiny bit.
A wee bit like what? Sorry.
The Legacy.
That didn't jump out at me, but now you say it.
A tiny bit.
The intro of the Legacy. Yeah. Which is another
tiny bit.
Track,
I'm not. I would definitely say I wouldn't be likening anything here to anything else.
It's not like it's a rip-off.
No, that's exactly what I meant. Like, this is unique.
But there's maybe a nod there. But yeah, there's some cool. There's a particular line I've written down. I'm not a creature. Which I really like. That line just kind of jumped out at me for some reason. I think it's the way Bruce delivers it as well. Yeah. It's really, really cool.
Right.
And then the best bit of the song, which is like the jig.
Yes.
Type bit. Which is going to be awesome live.
Yeah, it's really good. You could imagine him doing it, couldn't you?
Yeah.
You could literally just see Yannick in front of us.
Yeah. Doing his jig.
Winging the guitar.
Yeah, definitely. It's a bit like the Book of Souls riff.
Yeah.
A riff out of the track Book of Souls. The kind of pre-chorus bit. I
think around about, I've written here, the gallop, Maiden leads come in at about 3-ish. Yeah. 3 minutes.
Awesome jig bit, 3 minutes in.
Yeah.
A bit Book of Souls.
Yeah. I've written folk, and then I've written folk. I've written this once, and it was literally, must have been at this time, probably about 5:30 this morning.
Yeah.
4:38 equals what? It's great solo.
Great solo. Is that a bit? It goes a bit a matter of life and death. It goes into like a chuggy, off kilter, but only for a couple of bars or 4 or 8 bars.
That's like 4 or 8 bars. That's right. And you're like, and then
it goes off into like another instrumental bit.
In this album do that, don't they? It's nearly like, I'm not saying that it's like 3 tracks together, but gee, there's like skill in putting it together,
putting those passages together, and there's so much
the atmosphere.
It can easily sound so clunky, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
So I guess this is one of my favorite tracks.
Yeah, it's probably an album full of, if you've listened to any other or watched any other videos we've done today, it's the biggest curveball.
You think so?
I do.
You think this is the biggest curveball?
Yeah.
Right.
And an album full of curveballs. I think this is another big curveball.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I didn't get that impression from it. I thought some of the other tracks were more unexpected than this.
I just think this is nearly like a stew of best bits of Maiden, 20th century or 21st century.
21st century Maiden.
Honestly. Alright, maybe not a curveball, I suppose I've only had listened to it the once.
I'm going to, yeah.
But, and I didn't even write down curveball here, I'm just sort of thinking, why was this now? What was I sort of thinking? But you know,
yeah, I didn't think it was so much unexpected. This one, just thought it was a great track. I thought it was probably more
interesting,
more comforting. That's Maiden,
right?
Type thing. And maybe that's why on first listen or two, it was one of the tracks that I was easily go, yes, love that track, quite easily. Although there's lots of parts and stuff, I didn't think there was anything too new,
right?
In this one. Personally,
I must give it an
honest. But we all have our different takes, and I do think it's going to be a brilliant song live. Just that jig bit when they up the tempo, I can just see the crowd going nuts at that, and it really, really working. So yeah. Anything more?
That's the time. That's the time machine. We're running short of time.
We're running out of time. That's our first impressions of the Time Machine. So let us know what you think.
Exactly.
Guys.
Guys, love it, enjoy it, and drink it all in this evening.
Yeah. Next up is The Darkest Hour. Oh yeah.